Hello, my name is Matt Burnell, and I'm one of the professional services consultants at FSoft. The following tutorial will be on image quality. During this tutorial, I will be talking about image resolution, image skew, grayscale versus bitonal images, and how to improve OCR accuracy. Remember, the image quality does matter. The phrase garbage in equals garbage out is very true. The resolution of an image is referred to as DPI, and this is the number of pixels or dots within a 1-inch area. The image resolution has a strong influence on the way a single character is built up. Optimal image resolution for printing and scanning is 300 DPI. A resolution that is lower than 300 DPI will have less information and become jagged and fuzzy. Generally, the better the resolution an image has, the crisper the image will be, and the image will have more detail to be processed. Size and resolution of images are inversely proportional to each other. Scaling images up will decrease the output resolution of the image at the same percentage of the scale. Lower resolution images may lead to OCR inaccuracy and speed degradation, as the uncertainty in the characters produce more recognition variants to be processed. Keep in mind that just because an image looks okay on a computer monitor doesn't mean it will OCR correctly. The following is a sample fax. The results shown on the left are from the Generation 1 original invoice that was never printed or scanned. The results on the right are from the sample fax. Please notice the difference in the OCR accuracy that have been highlighted. Now we'll look at the original image to samples ranging from 300 to 50 DPI. This is the first iteration or Generation 1 sample. It has never been printed or scanned. This is an optimal image for OCR. This next sample is a 300 DPI image scanned in grayscale. When zooming in, we can see that the characters are nice and crisp. This image would be of ideal quality. This next image has been scanned at 250 DPI in grayscale as well. When we zoom in, you will see that it is of ideal quality, but some of the characters are starting to lose detail. This next sample has been scanned at 200 DPI in grayscale. When we zoom in, you'll see that the characters are still crisp as they were before, but we are starting to lose detail within the character. This next sample was scanned at 150 DPI in grayscale. The characters are still readable, but we are losing resolution. This next sample was scanned at 100 DPI in grayscale. When we zoom in, you will also notice that there is a loss of detail within the characters. This next sample was scanned at 72 DPI in grayscale. When we zoom in, you'll notice that the characters are becoming glued together and washed out. This next sample was scanned at 50 DPI in grayscale. As a human, you might be able to read it, but only when you know the language and context. When we zoom in, the problems that will be seen are the resolution is far too low for an OCR engine. Characters are squeezed and glued together. And when you zoom in, you as a human will probably fail, and so do the algorithms being utilized to recognize the character. In this section of the tutorial, we'll talk about image skew or image deskew. Skew is an artifact that might appear during the document scanning process, and it consists of the image text to be rotated at a slight angle. When this occurs, the image needs to be deskewed. To deskew means to slightly rotate the image so that the text appears horizontal and not tilted in any angle. Deskewing can increase the rate of character recognition accuracy because aligned text is much closer to what the OCR software is supposed to encounter when performing image analysis. The OCR engine will attempt to perform this functionality, but if utilizing a scanner, it is best to do it at scan time. During this section of the tutorial, we'll talk about grayscale versus bitonal scanning and printing. Grayscale contains 256 colors. This allows for a more effective image processing, resulting in a reduction in the spec length, cleaner backgrounds, and sharper text characters and illustrations. Grayscale is thought to allow for a more superior deskewing process, as images can be rotated without causing breaks in the letter forms that might mislead the OCR program. Grayscale scans inherently hold more information that can be used by the OCR algorithms to process text. OCR programs work better with higher contrast images. Bitonal or black and white images contain only two colors. Scanning in black and white mode enables the system to scan at a higher speed, but at the same time, some character information is lost. This may have a negative effect on the recognition quality of documents of medium and low quality print. This may also reduce the overall OCR accuracy. Now let's take a look at some samples. The image on the left has been scanned at 300 DPI in grayscale. The image on the right has been scanned at 300 DPI in black and white or bitonal. Let's take a look at some of the data. By zooming in on the image, the left is in the grayscale appears much cleaner and crisp. The image on the right has noise around some of the characters. This can result in a less accurate OCR process. These are the results of the OCR process. Although there aren't many differences, there are still differences between the two images. As we begin to get further away from 300 DPI, you'll notice that a lot of information is lost when we go from a grayscale to a bitonal image. The next item we'll cover in this tutorial is how to improve the OCR accuracy. The first way to improve OCR accuracy is to use a high quality image of 300 DPI or greater. Another way, if you have control, would be to use a font size of 10 point or greater. A third method is to print and scan in grayscale. A fourth method will be to remove noise and scanning artifacts at scan time. To skew the images at scan time to ensure that text is aligned properly in the image. If the image can be accessed and uploaded from an electronic format, do not print and rescan the document. If the image must be printed and scanned, please print at a minimum of 300 DPI in grayscale, scan at 300 DPI in grayscale, and these methods will help improve the OCR results. Now let's take a look at some samples. This first sample is an image scanned at 300 DPI in grayscale. This image being printed and scanned in grayscale at 300 DPI would produce the optimal results for the OCR engine. The next two samples demonstrate noise that can be seen on images. The image on the left demonstrates noise from an improper alignment on a multifunction device, fax, or scanner. The image on the right demonstrates artifacts caused by a scanner in need of cleaning. The next sample demonstrates a slight skew on an image. This would be the image on the left side of the screen. The image on the right side of the screen would be where skew was corrected at scan time. This next sample demonstrates an improperly created fillable form. As you can see, once we zoom in, we will have text that has been set up to be printed on the line. This will not OCR correctly, as the OCR engine is unable to remove all of the lines. We can see here in the OCR results how the accuracy has been greatly reduced because there are lines through the data that is needed. Thank you for watching the tutorial. During this tutorial, we covered image quality with a focus on image resolution, image skew, grayscale versus bitonal images, and how to improve OCR accuracy. Again, thank you for watching.